Hello and welcome to Saturday. Following up on yesterday, it's like almost 2 p.m. right now, which is funny because I kind of started uh, the day off like around, what was it? I definitely woke up like 7, 8ish in the morning, and for once I was super tired. I was up pretty late yesterday, to be fair, till like 2 in the morning working on the bread stuff. And that baking is going to be done, I want to say, sometime tonight. Probably around 4. So maybe in 2 hours or so. But yeah, I spent most of the morning just asleep. If my hair is a mess, that's why, because I've just been so tired today. Probably just catching up on sleep because I lost so much this week, as well as, just being up late yesterday. And speaking of which, I think I'm like nearly 100% from where I was on Monday, Tuesday. Arm is there's still like slight pain in my arm, like right in, and under my armpit, around there. But everything else is fine. My throat's a bit dry, but other than that, I'm completely fine. So I'd say 95% there, maybe 95% around there. Looking to be so much better soon. But that's where I'm at today. What we're doing is, in 2 hours or so, we're going to be starting to make the bread. Oh boy, I should probably get working on that, actually. I should figure out what I need to do. It needs to be in a, like, a very hot kind of Dutch oven kind of thing. Or something, an oven-safe vessel that's can sustain those temperatures. And I'm not so sure we have either a Dutch oven or like something that's safe. Like we have big pots, but I'm not so sure if we ever use them in the oven like that. I gotta figure that out, but that's gonna be fun. Hopefully it's good. I haven't even checked on the bread yet. I've been just letting it sit in the fridge. Hopefully it's fine. But that's what's happening right now. Let's meet back in like 2.5 hours, where hopefully we'll have the bread ready to go. Okay, we are in the basement. It's right about 5 o'clock, and I already baked a loaf of bread. There it is. That is the oven beeping, telling me that it's ready for the next loaf. I'm gonna get on that now, and then we'll pick up as soon as I'm done with that. Okay, so second loaf is in the oven. We have... Oh boy, this is gonna be hard to show. It's like a big pot with some foil on top of it. The lid is not oven safe because it's got this like little plastic thing for a handle. So can't use that, but foil looks to be the correct answer here. So this is going to be done in 20 minutes. At that point, we take the foil off, we bake for another 25 to 30 minutes, and we have the loaf cool. So looks like a success so far. Eventually I'll try the bread and see how it came out. We gotta wait for it to cool, but that's the easy part. Okay, once again, late in the evening. Bread making went super well. I made 2 loaves, as you saw earlier, and they came out really good. Crust is a bit hard on these, but it's a learning process. We didn't have the right baking dish, so I'm gonna say that was the issue. Yeah, it's really good for my first attempt. Learned a lot, and I want to try doing this more often than not. But yeah, it took quite a bit of time. I know where to improve. Just the process, getting the right equipment, and trying to do everything in a more timely manner. It's been quite a fun adventure. Definitely would recommend. It's a bit of a project. You gotta keep the starter alive, it's a whole day baking bread, and I don't know how people did it back in the day. Probably not as... they probably had it down to a science. Well, this is a science, but still got a lot to learn. Okay, I'm gonna call it here for today's bread baking adventure. Tomorrow we'll have some fun doing who knows what. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.